Hello all, welcome to the stream. Today we'll be continuing Danah's leveling. I think that's the only thing I really want to do today, so the stream will probably be around like 2 to 3 hours long. I do got a full thing of fatigue here, so it should last me about 3 hours, hopefully. Maybe a little bit longer, but we don't really know. I just got into Season 3, so I'm about almost done. Well, mostly. I don't think I'll probably... If I'm gonna get to 110, it's gotta be on my own time. Not when I'm like, you know, streaming. So, most likely when I can do all of the, what's it called? When I can do all of the, I'm losing my sanity. Most likely when I can do all of the Season 3 runs and the beginning of Season 4, I will then get everything prepared for the guide. And that is the plan. So you gotta bear with me right now. I'm a little bit salty. The reason for that is because I played Rumble Verse, because I had, what's it called? I had the beta key, right? The first look, because the game's not coming out till next year, and that game pissed me off for the past 4 hours. So I'm a little bit peeved right now, but you know, it tends to happen when you play a broken ass BR game. Like, the game is really fun. To me, the game is fun. Like, I would recommend it to people. I would recommend the game to people, no problem. It's just that they need to fix that damn hitbox of that game. The hitbox of that game made me almost pull out like half of my hair. That's how bad it is. Let me give you like a visual. Let's just say there's a guy right here to the right? He's behind, let's just say like a milk truck, right? He's behind a milk truck. I'm all the way in front of a milk truck. He grabs, and somehow he drags my body all the way to the back of the milk truck and grabs me and then does a super and insta-kill me.
Get it together, rookie.
I say like the hitbox is bad on that game, I mean the hitbox is bad on that game. There'll be multiple times where, you know, I'll be grabbing people and my thing just goes right through them, but then they get to do some VS and then, you know, they grab me. It's freaking crazy. So I will actually be uploading a video, most likely tomorrow, showing that game, showing how broken it is. It's gonna be one video, 1 or 2 videos, but that game is like hella broken. I hope they fix it. It is in beta, but you know, I would expect more. Is this gonna kill me? Well, you gotta love it. They didn't need to remove red moves. They didn't really need to. But you know, after they got rid of jump, they had to get rid of the one thing that people like, having iframes against red moves. No. Damn this company. Really didn't need to do that. There was no reason for them to remove red move iframes. Understand jump. Jump was broken. But being able to like clear these dumb fasts really does suck that they had to remove that. Alright, so prepare for long dialogue, because that's literally how Season 3 is. I would say Season 3's dialogue is longer than Season 2. I'm gonna be skipping through a lot of things. I mean, I'm kind of looking forward to like Season 3. Just want to be able to do raids. I really can't fully, you know, understand this character unless I'm like doing raids. Do some solos too. But I basically have like the best understanding of her. I could like, if I wanted to, I could just make the guide right now. No problems. But I know that's not gonna be a smart thing. Because I'm not stupid. The character just got released. Why should I do something as stupid as just, you know, release a guide on a character the same day they get released? Who does that? Who does that? Who does some dumb thing like that? Character just came out and you're already making guides on the character. It hasn't even been a week. Like if like a week goes by or like 2 weeks go by and you make a guide, I'll understand. But like when the character just came out the same day or the same 2 days, that's just stupid because you're gonna miss so much. You don't know everything about the character like right away like that. The character just got released. The only way you would know is if you played on the server. Like the other servers, you would be able to get the character early, but like in North America and EU, if you're making a guide when the character just came out, literally 2 days after she just came out, or he just came out, then seriously, what are you doing? I know people want to be the first one to like get the videos out and all that stuff, but you don't fully understand the character when you do something like that. It's stupid at the end of the day. But I bet you say a lot of people in North America don't know about her cancel. Bet you. Don't know that you can cancel that one move. Don't know that you can like super delay the moves. I bet you. I bet you say a lot of people don't know that. You know how I figured that out? By not rushing everything like a damn fool. And just taking my sweet time. Gents, hey, what's up? Welcome to the stream. But yeah, like, you shouldn't rush making a guide on this game or like any of the characters. I've already been seeing people like making guides on the character when she just got released. I've actually watched over like 2 of the guides and like they missed like a whole bunch of information. And that's because they rushed it. So yeah, I'm gonna be playing Vindictus for the next 3 hours. Probably 2 or 3. It depends on like how long my fatigue stays there. So we're gonna be live for like a good while. But yeah, like I was saying, back to it. That's what happens when you rush. They literally missed that you can super delay the tracer, right? Or the tracker, whatever you want to call it, right? You can super delay it and you can cancel your smash to go into that a whole lot faster just to get complete iframes. And that is why whenever a character comes out, I just never make a guide right away because it's stupid. Won't know everything about the character. So damn quickly. Hey, to each your own, I guess. Guess you just want to be the first one to make a video on the character, I guess. I hate your hustle as much, but seriously, if you're gonna make a guide on a character or something, at least get all the info. Like, seriously? Ow. At least get all the info, play the character a little bit, learn some things. Don't just rush it just to, you know, be the first one to put up something. I'm gonna leave you be. I don't got time to worry about you. You know what? I got time right now since that's gonna take forever. There we go. What mission is this? Give a beggar a coin. I think they removed one of the missions from back in the days. We were fighting this big red lizard. Yeah, I think they did remove it. I don't remember actually fighting him. Like with the last character I was leveling, I don't remember actually fighting him. Okay. did I not notice that? Really? Hitbox lock. I keep getting hitbox lock. Next mission. I'll be happy to see some guides. Yeah, too bad that the game doesn't have that much videos on each character. It's like one video explaining Karak how to play with Chestis. Really, right now at the moment? On YouTube? I could have sworn there was a lot of people making like that made guides on Karak with Chestis. I mean, like back then Pillar was more popular because it did more damage and it had more shock absorb. But I would expect at least a lot of people to actually do some Chestis guides. I would do one, but like it's gonna take me a while to level him up again. Like right now at the moment, I'm backed up on a lot of guides that I have to redo. It's like after I released the Danah guide, or Daha, whatever you want to call it. After I release her guide, Lydia's Letty is coming out in the next 6 months also. So I'm gonna have to prepare for that in 6 months. Within them 6 months, about 4 months in, I gotta do an update on Lynn's guide. Like somebody asked for like a Kai guide, but like my Kai is like still only level 80. And like when it comes to Kai, he's one of those characters. Him and Lan are the two characters that are the most difficult for me to like understand. It's not really that I don't understand them, it's just that making a guide on them is like kind of difficult on my end. I'm willing to try it. I'm willing to do it. I just need to like, you know, play the character and fully know everything. There should be more guides on like Chestis Karak. The thing is, when it comes to the guides, I think there is more foreign players that actually make guides on like Karak than, you know, people over here on the west, if I remember correctly. But there should be a couple. I think. When it comes to this genre of Vindictus, there is not that much people that make guides anymore. There are people that will like literally stream it on Twitch, play it of course, but I don't think there's people that would take time out of their day to like, you know, make a guide, unless they're like, they're really, you know, dedicated to the game. I don't know. I would love it if there was more people that would actually make the guides on Vindictus. Actually really, you know, learn the characters and understand everything. Like I was hesitant to like do the updated version for Lynn's guide because I didn't know how to do the cancel with her. After like an entire month or so, I actually figured it out. And now I'm kind of confident when it comes to redoing her guide. Because they did change a lot about her. Like the guide that I made for her, which was all the way back in, what was it, 2014? Kind of obsolete now because they removed the stagger from her 10 marks. So I definitely gotta really update that. What's for her, what's it called? Battle Shade? I think that's what it's called. Is it called a Battle Shade? I can't even really remember. It's been so long. But yeah, as for the one I made on her Battle Shade, that's actually I'm still up to date. The only thing they changed is just damage numbers, which I think is like totally fine. I do kind of regret that I made it a 2-part instead of a 1-part. Like when videos are like 2 parts, people really only pay attention to like the first part of the guide, or the first video from the guide. Don't really pay attention to the second one as much, so usually the second part of the guide or second part of a video usually doesn't get that much views. So that's one of the things I kind of regret. If I have time, I'll actually do it over. Plus with better quality, better editing, and you know, better audio. So I wouldn't mind doing it over. It's just gonna probably be like way into next year. I actually have time to actually do it. I also gotta redo Hurt Guide also, cause like, when it came to the Hurt Guide, I had, well before YouTube had its update, I had like some music playing, and then, you know, after YouTube did their entire site update, it became copywritten. It was kind of annoying, but you know, I completely understand as a person that, you know, streams and uploads videos on YouTube. I completely understand. What I gotta do is now just not upload videos that have audio, like, what is it? Vocals, yeah, vocals. As long as I use tracks that don't have vocals, they're kind of like underground beats. Like the music I'm listening to is a hip-hop underground beat. It won't get matched with YouTube. I shouldn't have to worry about the copywritten stuff. It won't affect the channel as much, which is really good. I had to do a lot of research on that also. That's why like I can't keep up with a lot of music nowadays, because the majority of the time when I listen to music is when I'm either streaming or reading, you know, manga, comics. So because of that, I'm like so backed up in like music that's going on nowadays. Do you like the event that is going on now with the ES Succession or clone stuff, etc.? I'm happy that they gave you. I'm happy that they gave us so many outfits. I'm okay about it. I really don't pay that much to the attention. I really don't pay that much attention to the events like that, because when it comes to me and Vindictus, I usually am on here and there, and I always come back when there's like a new character to actually make a guide on the game. It's like, you know, something as my legacy or something, because, you know, Vindictus is, you know, the main part of this channel, the main focus of this channel. So I always come back because of those two things. But as for this event, I think it's pretty good. I'm getting everything right now, so I'll actually be prepared with this character for like season 4, and probably like whenever they release season 5, because it is gonna happen. I don't know when, because I don't think we're completely done with season 4 right now. I think we're probably at the middle part of season 4, or probably the beginning part of season 4 at the moment. I'm pretty sure season 5 is going to happen. But yeah, I like it right now. It's good that we're actually getting stuff. And they actually give you a chance to get it. You don't have to like buy into it, which is really good. I guess if you really think about it, that is the only thing I didn't like about the old director for Vindictus. Because back then you had to like pay for like everything. Nowadays, the only thing you really have to pay for is like the gachas for like the outfits and vice versa. Of course, they're giving away free outfits, which is what I've got with like a couple of my characters. But the main thing is the gachas. I like it. If they do more like events like this, it would be great, and I would really appreciate it. Main thing is just I just like that I can like gear the characters that I couldn't gear before because I just didn't have gold like that. I literally had, what was it? I think the highest in gold I've had was around 2 bill. Like almost all of that went into like characters to like get them geared up, and then the game, you know, they updated it. And then the thing that I had was obsolete. So I lost out on a lot of gold, but it's fine. I can manage. Hey, unlock. Yep. Let's hope like they have like a big event when Letty drops. Letty's actually not that bad. I actually like her a lot. Her playstyle is actually pretty fast. I thought that because she had a big cannon, her playstyle was gonna be slow. But after looking up a lot of solos and vice versa, I've actually figured out, after watching them, is that she is actually pretty fast and her damage is like ridiculously stupid high. I haven't seen a character's damage that high in a very long while. I'm still trying to figure out which one of the artifacts to get, like paw or statue. People are saying statue, but I think paw would do. Paw, what do you think? What character you're playing? For the majority of my characters, I get cat statue with them because I like to have reserve SP. But for certain characters, I think getting a paw is like really the best bet. Let's take the character I'm playing right now, which is Danah, right? Danah makes SP back like crazy. She makes SP back and she makes an MP back like crazy, so you never really have to worry about like your active skills not being able to like use them, right? So the best thing to do is go with paw for her. But let's say a character like let's say a character like Eevee. A character like Eevee, a character like what's the other one? A character like Eevee, a character like Herc, but with his Teed, his secondary weapon. It's best to go for cat statue because those two characters, and when it comes to Herc, when it comes to his second weapon, they all depend on having SP and having reserve SP. So with those two characters, it's best to go cat statue. Just so you can have reserve SP, just so you can actually do, you know, your maximum damage and what you really need to do. People are gonna like argue saying like, oh, just get a paw because speed is more important. Of course, speed is more important. The more DPS you put out per second is really good, even though it only lasts for like 20 seconds or 30 seconds if you get the greater one. But after you do that, you're gonna go back to your base attack speed, and you know, you're gonna attack how you were attacking before you used your paw. So that's just all you really gotta think about it. If a character needs SP to use the majority of their skills, then cat statue. If they don't need it, and if they just make SP back, or if they have magic power also, and they make that back fast, you just don't have to worry, and then you just go for paw. Sorry if that confused you, but that's just how I think. For the majority of my characters, if they aren't a character like Herc, or like Vela, or like Hammer Fiona, or like Sword Fiona, vice versa, then I would just go for, you know, a cat statue. What do you think about the fatigue system? I hate the fatigue system. That thing slows down my leveling, and the worst part is that they barely give you fatigue as it is. Let me give you a heads up when it comes to fatigue, right? Let's say you're at 200 fatigue, right down here at the bottom, right? Because it's 200, right? 200 for the first stamina of the fatigue, and then 100 for the first part of the fatigue, a second 100 of course for the second, and then when you get to 50% of the second fatigue bar, it gives you this second wind that increases your attack speed by 3, if I remember correctly, right? That is great and all, but it slows down the leveling, it slows down the playing. They don't even give you that much fatigue back anyway. They barely give you fatigue. So once that's done, literally it takes 30 fatigue points for you to actually get that back up to 200. So let's just say I finish my leveling, right, for the day. I hit 0 points on my fatigue. I use 10, right? I use the rest of the 10 fatigue that I have. That will only put me up to like about 70%. About 70% on the second bar. And then when that happens, that's like literally 10 runs. And after that's done, I can't do anything else to get like extra stuff. Because the whole point of the fatigue system is just to get extra cores. You can keep playing if you want, but you're not going to get extra cores. And extra cores is the main reason why people actually play this game and like do runs and vice versa, just to get the extra drops. If you don't have fatigue, you can't do the extra drops and you won't get like, you know, rare drops or extra drops. You're just gonna get the normal default things that they give in the story. I never liked it from day one. That was the main thing that was so good about North America compared to the Korean servers, because we never had to worry about like our playtime. We could play for hours and hours and hours into the day without any problems whatsoever. It was amazing. And then, you know, they did all that stupidness, which caused the majority of the player base to actually just stop because, you know, their playing has been lowered to like 3 hours. And if you play Vindictus, you know, you're on this game for more than 3 hours. I would say about like 7 hours tops, right? 7 hours tops is for the majority of the people that play this. Probably go on to like, you know, 15 hours or so. But the majority people play for like 7 hours. And if you're gonna cut that down to like only 3 hours, at a certain point, people are just gonna, oh, there's Luminary over here, I forgot about that. At a certain point, people are just gonna, you know, stop playing it as much. And then bam, you're gonna lose traction on the game, and then you'll lose players, and then you'll lose money. This was a stupid thing that they did. Nobody liked it at all. We even voiced our opinion on the forums, and of course, at the end of the day, the developers, or just the localization of the developers over here for the North America EU server, basically said they're just following, you know, what they do in the Korean version. So it's like a double-edged sword. It's bad, but the only good thing is that because we literally have a complete copy of the Korean version of Vindictus, we get updates fast, instead of how it was back in the days where we got updates like almost a year. Now it's like 6. If we get lucky, probably 5. So I guess that at the end of the day would be the good thing, but I do hate that I can only play for like, you know, 3 hours. And the only way you can like, you know, fully play it for a long period of time is if you have multiple characters. Which I do, but a lot of them is not here. So I'll be all over the place when it comes to like, you know, my, you know, grinding and everything else, which usually I don't really like. Oh, that's still hitting me. So this is kind of annoying. But I've adjusted. I've adjusted to it, so like it doesn't bother me as much. I just take it like as this. I play for like 4 hours on a character, and then after that I'll just either play a different game or just go on another character. The majority of the time I just play like a different game. I have Knockout City right now at the moment, and I really like playing that game. So whenever my time hits on this, whenever I hit my cap on this, I just basically go to Knockout. And that's just what I do. Too early. I would love it if they would go back and actually remove it. This fatigue is annoying. They don't give you it. If they give you it at like 90, because I think I got it around 90, but this is only because the event is going on, right? They only gave me 40, and it takes 20 to like literally get that all the way back up to 200, and it's so annoying. I want to play for hours. I want to be like those people who have like, you know, I want to be like those people who hit cap on day one. Totally joking about that, but still. Sometimes I want to keep playing. If my thing is cut in half, then, you know, kind of what's the point? Who was the first character that made you, and how long have you played this game? I started playing this game around 2014, if I remember correctly, because 2014 is when Arisha got released. Arisha was the first character I played in this game, but she wasn't the character that I stuck with. As for the character that I really like playing is Herc. I've been a Herc main ever since 2016, right? No, 2015. Yeah, 2015 I became a Herc main, and he's always been my main. Of course, I've put him in the back for right now because I've been playing a lot of Tessa and all the new characters they've been releasing. But like Herc is one of the characters that I will always go back to no matter what. I'll always make time for him. I'll always try to gear him at least mid gear him so he can be able to like do some runs. Won't be the best runs like the later on runs, but I'll be able to do some runs with him so I won't get as rusty. Like how I am with like other characters that I've played. Cause Kale, ever since I made the guide on Kale, I just kind of stopped playing him, and like my rust with him now is crazy. But wow, I didn't cancel it fast enough. Come MP back. But yeah, at the moment, I'm still a Herc main, but he's put to the back. But I do play a lot of Tessa. Too early. You know, that cooldown, I really wish it was bigger. Cause I could barely see that sometimes. That missed. Come on, I need you over here. I don't want to die. Oh, you're just doing this on purpose now. I always hated this mechanic when it came to this run. Even back in the days it was annoying. And it was actually a raid. You know, I still need to unlock that. Probably gonna have to. Probably gonna have to let her grab me one of these days. Just so I can actually get that title. Do you like the Labyrinth? I haven't played the Labyrinth in a very long while. But when I first played it, it was actually interesting. It was fun. No, not as much. But it was fun back then. I plan to actually start doing the Iron Latcher. That is what it's called nowadays, right? I totally forgot the name, but like the Iron Latcher is the one where you fight the bosses in the game, but you don't get hit. I plan to do that on this character. Because if I remember correctly, if you do a lot of them, you'll get like extra crit. I tried it on my Tessa, but like I was sliding all over the place because I had a bad CPU. But now since I have a Ryzen 9, I shouldn't really have any problems. Because this game is CPU dependent. Like a fool, I got a good, better GPU first instead of like getting good CPU to actually run it. But to be fair, I didn't know this game was CPU dependent. Matter of fact, a lot of things I didn't know were CPU dependent, and this game was one of them. I thought like, well, at first I thought like you needed to have like a good enough GPU to actually run this. That's not the case. As long as you have a good CPU that at least has 6 cores, you can actually run this game pretty fine. But like a fool, I spent money on a 4 core? I think it was a 4-core 8-thread processor, and I really regretted it because I could have spent money on more, but it got the job done for the beginning. I'm glad I actually upgraded to a good CPU. I can run this game with no problems. And it's actually gonna be a whole lot better next year because luckily I was able to save up enough money, and with the secondary PC I won't have to worry about frame drops, and I'll also be able to stream at medium presets, so the quality of the streams and videos will all look amazing. So I can't wait. Just need a damn capture card. And I know capture cards are like easy to find, but I need one that actually records at 4K, and that's actually up to like $200. So I plan to get the Acer Media, and that's like 246 around that. And once I get that, everything will just be a whole lot better. I won't have to have a handicap like how I've been having with a lot of the games that I play when I stream. I love to play Lucaria and Kraken because of the system that everyone had to do something like protect the ship and hit the Kraken with the ballistas. Oh, so you're an old-time player. You was playing back then. They changed it up a little bit now that you don't really need to necessarily do that anymore because all of the season 2 bosses actually die pretty fast, and they don't really need to do parties for them. But I do remember what you talking about because I was there back then also. Luckily back then, when there was people running Kraken like crazy, I was actually playing Lyn. And if you remember back in the days, Lyn's 5-finger of death used to stagger. And because it used to stagger, she was a must needed in like, you know, most parties. She, Karak of course, and of course characters that have a stun that completely stuns the Kraken from actually, you know, sinking his fangs into the ship. And there was also the mechanic, of course, like everybody stopping the tentacles. Oh my god. Those were the times. I do miss them, but, you know, can't really say much about it now. They updated the game, they made it newer player friendly, returning player friendly, so only thing you can really do is just accept the way how it is now. But I do remember those things back in the days. Crazy thing is that I think in the Royal Army raids, right? They do have the Lucaria run, and they do have it where you have to use the ballistas. So if you want to, you know, go down memory lane, get hit with that nostalgia, you can actually do that also. And there are always people running like Royal Army runs every single time. You'll always find people. I don't know if it's up right now, because like it's kind of a weekly thing if I remember correctly. But there will always be people running it. I was too close. The teleports didn't register. So that's the thing about that skill. If you do it too close, because Danah has to teleport in, there is a chance that you can actually get hit and, you know, you'll take damage. There's also the end part of that move, where you teleport in and you do the final slash. Of course, all of it gives stamina back, but the final hit, there are certain chances that you'll actually get hit and take damage out of that. It's eventually gonna be fixed later on, but you know, it's just something to know right now at the moment. People would know about that, right? They rushing everything. Because you gotta remember this, whenever we get a new character, we don't get the full release of the new character. Like the changes that are happening in the other servers, we don't get that until probably like a couple of months later. I would say like about a month or two. Because whenever we get the character, we get the first version of them. There are occasions where like before they release the character, they add like some of the new things, but they never add the complete new things. Right now we're just dealing with the, well you could say the beta version of Danah. And later on when she gets that buff where like, you know, she actually gets the complete iframes, she will be broken. But I'm pretty sure they're gonna balance that out by doing a damage nerf, because they always do that with a lot of characters. Danah's clear time has been very high, and I'm pretty sure the developers have taken note to that. So do expect a damage nerf to happen. I'm sure they already have it in the other servers anyway. That's one of the things that I really hate sometimes, is the damage changes that they do to these characters. Like that's what they did to what's her name? Lathor to me. They did a damage nerf, and they did a skill nerf, and it was like one of her important skills too. Yeah. And because of that nerf, I kinda don't really play her as much. It's not much of a big nerf, it's like a little tiny nerf. It shouldn't be that much of a problem because it's so insignificant, but it just irks me. And the thing is, you get hit a lot more out of your stuff with her, and I just don't like that. Which boss do you hate or don't like that much? I hate Bizarre Machine. Well, to me, if you're talking about season 1, it would have to be Nicholas? I think it's him. I think that's his name, right? The Black Dragon in season 1. In the season 2, when it was way back then before they did the changes, was the story mission where you had to beat Acer and also Havan. I hated that. I hated that so much because like you couldn't you had to save your feathers. You had to save your feathers, and whoever was down, they were staying down the second phase. So I hated that back then. As for season 3, the only one that I hate in season 3 is I can't remember his name. God, I can't remember his name, and I always pronounce it wrong because of my accent. But in season 3, there's this blue boss, right? This blue monster boss. And whenever you would do his run, it would always drop your frames of the game. And the majority of the time, you would be like skipping across the map. So that's one of the things that I just didn't like in, like, you know, season 3 when it came to that boss. I missed that. But yeah, those are the 3 bosses that I really hate in the game, honestly. Every other boss is manageable. You just gotta play them over and, you know, figure out their padding. How did that not touch? But they're really not that much of a problem. As for season 4, I haven't started season 4, so I don't know all the bosses. So I can't really tell you. But when how did that not touch? But when I do start season 4, I'll give you a heads up on that. I could at least get rid of them. That's good. Up. bird. What about the Braha now? Before the way you had to jump from side to side. Oh no, Braha's been easy. Braha was easy from day one to me. It's just basically fighting a big giant sandbag. That's how it was. Now it's like much easier because you're doing it yourself and you don't have to jump from one side, and they do kill him a whole lot faster. Okay, I guess I get that. So it's not really much of a problem, but I don't really have, you know, a problem with Braha. Back then it was easy, but it was annoying at the same time because people would just die left and right. Oh wait, I already got 3. Let's go. Hit you with the good stuff. Hit you with the good stuff. Wow, I only killed 1. What's good, Yao? When did these become so hard? Probably because I'm talking. Alright, that's it. I got it. Food. I gotta give it up. Lou was actually my favorite boss in season 3. Lou's fight was actually fun. Before they nerfed him, of course. He actually did more attacks and everything else. But he was a very fun fight. Whenever there was a Lou that was up, I would always, you know, join that run. Because why not? You can always make time for like a Lou run. But those were good times when it was like 8-man. It was 8-man and it was so fun. But I already explained why I just accepted, like, you know, 4-man's runs from now on. Because the companions and the pets, basically a lot going on the screen. Yeah, ow. I actually was playing Rumbleverse. And I actually plan to like upload a video to the channel pretty soon. Of you finally seeing that. The game's actually fun. It's free to play, so you can probably join me on that. It's also on all platforms, so it's coming out next year, I think February, if I remember correctly. Probably February. Can't stop thinking about the God of Death from the beginning when you kill him and he started to self-destruct was so OP. Yup. That was a very hated boss for like most people. Cause that final phase where he did all that would just kill the entire party, and if the entire party was dead, if I remember correctly, you had to do it over. Or you probably would just, you know, revive somebody. I think you had to do it over. I'll have to like dig deep into my memory to like really remember that, or I'll probably have to go back to the channel. Because I did have a video recorded on it to actually see it. But that was actually very annoying back then. And the crazy part is that there are runs in this game now that are called special runs. And the God of Death is actually in that special run. And you'll actually be able to do that final death phase again if you really want to. It's a little bit harder because he does more damage. They brought up his damage a little bit up to like season 3. So you can, if you don't have the defense or vice versa, you can die a little bit faster. But it's still crazy. They also have the statues that drop down also, which is pretty nostalgic. How did you get to play? I had a beta key. I got it around like 4 PM. That's why I was playing it for like 3 to 4 hours. Because it was a 4 PM to 7. So I had to play it before like they closed the server down. This is not coming back until like next year. Ow. Oh, I cheated there. So I got me a couple of games and I can honestly say the game is actually pretty fun. Of course, the only problem with it is the hitbox. And since it's a VR game based around tackling, grabbing, and wrestling moves basically, there is gonna be some lag. And there will be some fakeness. And I hope they fix that before they release it, because that's the only problem that I've had with the game, is that I get tackled and grabbed from 10 yards away. Okay, bet. I'll join you on that. Put me on Godfall. I'm gonna wait a little bit to actually play Godfall. Because like, I got so much games that I'm playing right now at the moment that it's kinda gonna take me a while to get to it. But I do have it. I'll download it probably next week. Probably. Definitely, yeah, Monday. Monday I'll download it and we can play it for like a little bit. Cause I'm with it. Ever since they showed gameplay on that game, I did actually want to play it. But, you know, since they got it for free now, I might as well take the opportunity to, you know, play it. A lot of people said the game wasn't actually good, but I won't judge it until I get it on, you know, until I get it in my own hands. I got hit by the tree. I got talking about special battle. I love Glass and the music when he wakes up. Oh yeah. The first Glass are like season 3. Yeah, I think you're talking about season 3. Was it? No, season 1. Season 1 Glass. Yeah, those were some good times. Funny thing is that I actually have the soundtrack, honestly. Made sure to actually get it. I do love that boss. I hope they make us. They do have a special for him. I almost forgot, they do have a special for Glass. Not the ancient Glass, but they have a special for like the normal Glass. But of course, these special runs are like random like crazy, so I don't know when they're gonna pop up or vice versa. But yeah, for the majority of like the season 3 bosses, the season 3 bosses and some of the season 2 bosses, they will have specials for them. So like, if you really want to actually fight them again, with of course the Rise update and everything else, with them actually doing damage, I mean like really damage this time, all you gotta do is just wait for a special pop up. I'm gonna do a gameplay on Godfall and Mortal Kombat. Word? Hey, whenever you drop that, just send me a link. I'll show my support. Alright, before we start this, let me look at this real quick. So blue triggers that side triggers that side, and that side triggers that side. Yellow, 2 in the middle, and blue. Okay. Just gotta remember that. Right triggers left and left triggers right. Oh, I did that mad fast. Wow, hitbox. Let me focus on this a little bit. Okay, what side is it gonna be on? Please tell me he's on the right. Damn it. Alright, he's gonna appear on that side now. Blue or yellow? Yellow. Oh my god! There we go. There we go. I don't know if we have him, can't remember, but be happy to see Keegan's special battle. Yes! You're in luck. There is a Keegan special battle, but you're also fighting, what's his name, Shakar? It's like a two boss run. I don't think they bring it back as much, but they do have it. You'll be able to fight both of them at once, and they do a lot of damage. Even to people that have like, you know, 50k and like, you know, at least 20 something or almost 30k defense and, you know, resistance and vice versa, they will still do a lot of damage to them. Because if I remember correctly, the boss basically raises their damage depending on, like, you know, how high your damage is or how many people's in the party. It's been a while since I've looked at like things like that, but yeah, you can still fight them. I only was able to do the Keegan and the Shakar one twice, and then I haven't really done it again. But that's because they haven't really brought it back as much. If you want to, there is a special fight for them. Can I even do this? Nah, it doesn't work. Wrong one. I was about to do my ultra skill like a fool. The strat back then with actually using the spear. Like whenever you had an opening, you would send the spear to the other Braha on the other side just to balance the damage. Those were the times. But yeah, as you can see, they made Braha like super easy. Unbelievably, it's kind of crazy. Because if I remember, the first part of the Rise, when they just did it, he actually did damage, and like soloing him alone was actually pretty difficult. But then they updated again. And usually when they update it again, it just does all that. So what do you think about the Red Moon battles with 100 bars of life? I really enjoy playing them. Looks cool. I think they're cool. It's like, you know, new content and all them stuff, which, you know, I'm always glad and accepting of new content. So I don't have any problems with it. I just wish like I could run them a little bit more. Because it's like, there's a red ones, right? The red ones are like in the other regions over here. Yeah, the red moon energy. I can't run it on my Tessa at the moment. I just need some balance with her, and then I can probably like, you know, do all that and not really die. I have enough defense. I don't really have to worry that much about defense for right now. It's like around 20 something. It could be higher, but it gets the job done. But I do plan to like actually do those one day. Who knows, I might be able to do it on Danah because I am going to be on her for a while. I've already adjusted to her playstyle and it's going to be kind of difficult to go back to other characters. Let's say the character that I would, you know, not really have a problem with going back to and not really, you know, mess up on a lot of my skills and a lot of my, you know, playstyle would be Tessa. I can't say much about Herc. Like Herc, I would probably never forget how to play Herc. Even if I don't play for like a year, her playstyle will always be in my mind because it's so unique. I mean, it's kind of the same for Tessa, but you know, basically with Tessa, what you're doing is just attacking, getting your marks, or your brands, whichever you want to call it, and then just popping them with your tab, and you're just rinsing and repeating. So it's really not that unique, but it's cool, I guess. You know what's the crazy thing? A lot of people don't like playing Tessa because her weapon is so small. In her weapon, you have to be very accurate because it isn't like how other weapons are for other characters where you have a little bit of leeway when it comes to your attack. Since the weapon basically, you know, pierces, you have to, you know, directly hit the boss with it. Other characters, there's like some type of hitbox around their weapon. So because there's like some type of hitbox around their weapon, they can hit even if they don't miss. I mean, even if they miss, they can actually hit the boss with no problems. But when it comes to her, you have to be very accurate with your shots. With your hits. God damn, I can't speak. That's one of the main things to why people, you know, don't like her as much. And that goes to show how a lot of people don't really, you know, don't really play, you know, the way how the game is meant to be played, I guess. They depend a lot on the hitbox of the weapon, is what I should say. And they're not accurate. But it's fine. If they don't play her, that's more Tessa for me. If Tessa becomes an extinct character that you barely see players play her, I'm all for it. Let me be unique. The same way with how, like, what is its name? Haggy? Stylus? Like, it's the same way with Stylus and Lyn. Stylus and Lyn is like so rare to see nowadays because of all their changes. Not a lot of people, you know, well, not a lot of new players play those type of characters because like they're kind of difficult to like play. Like when you see them, it's like usually a veteran player actually playing their main character. I mean, if it becomes like that for Tessa, I don't mind. I think I did good for the community by making a good guide that gets straight to the point and, you know, explains everything thoroughly. Wow, I didn't know that actually happened. That hitbox is gross. Nowadays, when it comes to Herc, you only see like speed. You barely see like Greatsword Herc nowadays because Greatsword, not Greatsword, he just, you know, does more damage than Greatsword now, and it's like much easier on like players. But when it comes to like Herc's Greatsword, you have to learn his movement, and you have to learn how to use his movement right. A lot of people that play Herc, that have the Greatsword right now at the moment, don't really play him the way how he's supposed to play. See a lot of people doing spins to wins, which usually you're not supposed to do with Herc, you're supposed to cancel it. But I can't really say much because, you know, everybody plays different. It's just weird seeing that. Okay, what side are you gonna be on? You gonna be on yellow or blue? There we go. Oh wow, what? How you just cancel my ult like that? I'm upset. How you just cancel my ult like that? I was like, I was about to do that ult, then read chat, and then all of a sudden, I'm just there standing. It's buggy. That's why I picked Spell Whip. Everyone plays Sword of Risha. See? Lil knows. Also, hey, Lil, what's up? See, Lil knows Spell Whip Orisha is rare. There's not a lot of people play that because she's difficult. Same way with how Sword is, but I guess Sword is just basically, you know, in people's minds nowadays. It's like the staple for Orisha. You play Orisha, you play with Spell Sword. Spell Whip just came out of nowhere and everybody was like, eh. And there's like the certain people that actually like really like playing it. It's like 4 AM here. Really enjoy your streams. Feel so chill. Sure, gonna come and watch again. I'll keep my eye for that Danah guide. Thank you for the chat. No problem. I'm glad you were here. Thanks for coming through. Hopefully I was able to, like, you know, brighten up your morning. And hopefully I'll see you at the next one. And whenever I drop the Danah guide, I hope it helps you out also. Also, if you're returning, they're giving away free stuff right now, so I would hop on that if I was you, honestly. Hey Lil, I heard that you got your bunny outfit and you want me to see it. You want to model it for me. I'll always be here, I'm waiting. Oops, I messed up. Because I actually want that bunny outfit for like one of my characters. Which I probably won't get anytime soon. I just gotta wait till a gacha drops. Once a gacha drops, I'm going for that new outfit that they have in the Korean servers. 'Cause when that drops over here, it's gonna be the first gacha outfit that I'm going to spend a lot of money to get. It looks really, really good. Like, if you join the Vindictus Discord, they already got pictures on it. So it like look really, really good. Oh, I messed up there. I can't wait to get it. Like, of course it's in, you know, it takes me a while to adjust to a lot of the tops that are see-through. It takes me a while to adjust, but I do like it. Because the new outfit is actually some booty shorts, of course, but they're like booty short jeans. And it's like a see-through top, like how the other outfits are. Like the one that was like from, like, was it 2 updates ago? And it actually looks really nice. But the main reason why people like it so much, and of course, yours truly, is that it's the first outfit that has jiggle physics. And I don't mean jiggle physics for, of course, the boobs. I mean jiggle physics for that ass. Like, honestly, it is crazy with how they're doing these outfits nowadays. It just always catches me off guard. Like, of course, big boobs, they sell stuff. So, of course, the outfits have always been big boobs. But I guess the GM or whatever, the lead developer or, you know, the new director had a big brain moment and he was like, why don't we have both? And then, bam, now you have basically big boobs and big butt with the outfits. You have basically the best of both worlds. It's kind of crazy. And when that drops, I'm making sure I get it. Who knows? It might be on Danah, it might be on Tessa, who knows? It might be on Lethor. Or it might be on a character that I haven't played in like a very long time. Like Belle. Honestly, a lot of these outfits on Belle kinda got me worried. Kinda got me worried, but I'll just accept it. Question, do I need a special kind of weapon to infuse with the red flame weapon? Well, I grind so hard for that outfit, I'm happy. Oh, for the infusion, basically all you're doing is using whatever weapon you have now, because if I remember correctly, you have a level 100 plus 13 at the moment. So you can basically get what is it called? A premium weapon fusion, and then you're just gonna fuse that flame weapon to that. You gotta make sure you do it right, because if you mess up, you basically lose your plus 13. You're gonna put the stats of your weapon that you use now, which is the level 100 plus 13. And then you're gonna put the appearance of the red flame weapon. Before you do everything 100%, do make sure you actually hover over the second image, which actually shows the weapon also, to actually see that you're actually doing it right, that you don't lose your weapon. And basically at the end of the day, that's all you're doing. You're just fusing that weapon to your main weapon, just to give it its look. That's all. Not that complicated. It's pretty easy, it's pretty straightforward. You just gotta worry about not messing up that. That has happened to my friend that played the game before. He fused the wrong weapon and then he lost his weapon. And he gave up playing. They already jiggle just standing there. I know, right? I know. But you can never have too many jiggle effects. You can never have too many. And the more the merrier. Because you know, this game is basically waifu simulator. Husbando simulator. You know what people do on this game? They just get on this game, level up, and then at a certain point when you hit level 100 or you hit cap, you make your character look good. And then you go to channel 1 and you show off your look. Or in runs, you show off your look. You could have the crappiest stats in the world. You could be like weak as hell. Your attack could be at like 10k. Your defense could be at literally 2k. You could be a glass cannon. But as long as you look good, nobody cares. Because you gotta really think about it. When it comes to the runs nowadays, only the real dedicated players and the really hardcore players really check your stats. Honestly. PICTEK save lives, you know it, Al. My character really doesn't have it right now, but it's there. The thing about me is that even though they gave the coupon and when I made the new character, I could actually do the changes to make her super thick. But there's a certain limit to thickness that I will, you know, put for my characters in this game. And I think the way how I have Danah is the thickest I will make her, honestly. Thickest I will make any other character. It's at a certain point when your character's too thick, their skin starts to clip through outfits and that just becomes so ugly. They probably ERP. Nah, I think people in this game don't do that, Lil. Maybe in Final Fantasy. Also, Final Fantasy got best ongoing game. Should check that out if you look at the Game Awards. Real good. Final Fantasy has that, but I don't think Vindictus has that. Vindictus player base ain't about that. I hope. Who knows? I don't go on channel 1. The only thing I see on channel 1 is basically the bots. Matter of fact, let me show you. I'll go to channel 1 right now and there's not that much people, but there is probably gonna be somebody dancing. Yeah. How did I know? I didn't even have to like, you know, actually come here and look. It would just always be here. I think their clothes are eventually gonna pop in. Who knows? I think I have the robe thing off. The Arisha just walked past it like, yeah, the rope thing's definitely off. Look at this. Just come at channel 1 and to start dancing. This is people's like, you know, daily thing. You get on the game, you go to channel 1, you find a spot that has either a very sexy husbando, or a very hot waifu, or a gilf, milf, whatever you want to call them, and just dance in front of them, and then just leave your PC on for the whole day. That's all you do. And they also have this here too, that, you know, this is the new chair. The new, like, laying down emote that they give you now that you can unlock. And it's basically a way to just look up the character's skirt and just get angles. That's literally all that it is. It's kind of crazy. But hey, whatever floats your boat. Whatever floats your boat. Do y'all. See, there's even people that just get naked just to show off their entire bod on their character. Like you have the super thick, what is that? That's Arisha. That is Arisha, right? No, that's Lethor. Jeez! My bad. Don't hold that against me, Lil. I just guessed right there. I didn't know. They look the same. Every game has it. I only played a certain selected amount of MMOs, so I wouldn't know. But in Vindictus, I think that doesn't happen as much. But that's just me. The ARP, that guy on the floor. Oh my god. Thinking about it, that may actually be it. Probably getting an entire show. It's kind of like a lap dance. Lucky Herc. I don't get that. Whenever I play my Herc, everybody stays away because he's just rude. God, I really need to change Herc's name one of these days. I mean, the name is stapled in the Vindictus community. That's why I haven't really changed it. But you know, I don't know. Maybe one of these days, when I care as much. Wow, Matt. Hey, I didn't mean it like that. I just said they, you know, they kind of look alike. Don't take it to heart. They look kind of alike. Okay, you can't hold that against me because at that angle, at that, you know, yeah, exactly. At that angle, what? At that angle, she looked like Arisha. Looking down, she looked exactly like Arisha. To me, at that one moment. So I'm sorry. I ain't mean it like that. Every character is different. They all look different. They don't look the same. Don't hold it against me. No, 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 let me out, let me out. Mine! Lay that ass down, move. Honestly, didn't expect that to kill. I thought that would have left him at like 1 or 2 bars. On an ultimate OP. Damn. Okay. Next. Take a sip. Look at the face, Matt. The face, not her ass. I'm sorry, my eyes were just glued in one spot. I mean, it looks good, so come on. It's a compliment. But it looks good. I'm sorry that my eyes were just there first instead of her face. That is messed up now that I say it like that. That is very messed up. My apologies. Did not mean it to be like that. But I did look at her face, Lil. Okay? I did look at her face. It's just the angle. She looked exactly like Arisha from that angle. You know how I tell the difference between the two? The way how their lips are. And in that moment, it looked like Arisha's lips. I'm sorry. You gotta remember, a lot of characters in this game, they kind of use like the same face model. and just altered it a little bit. It's like as soon as they had Orisha, they were like, yep, that's the one. Every character must somewhat look like her. That's just my thing on it. If you played like way back then, and I know you're a veteran player, if you played like way back then and you played Fiona, they changed Fiona's face. Fiona used to be nightmare fuel. The way how she used to look. Honestly thought it was pretty cute. The way how she looked before, right? Her very creepy smile. I thought it was cute. And then they changed it. Now her smile just kinda looks kinda awkward. But you know, I adjusted. But you know, I can't really say much about it. I adjusted. It looks good to me, so I'll just leave it be. You know that ass from anywhere? It is true. I can just know who it is by just looking at them cheeks. Kind of impressive, if I do say so myself. I just know. You miss. I miss again. Literally slowed that entire thing right down there. Cause I thought he was gonna hit. I knew he was gonna miss. I would have just ended that a whole lot faster. Kick. God, I love that. I love that they give that to the characters now. Cause like this was like, that kick was like the most important thing in like when season 3 just started. Just checking the Discord, seeing what's going on. I'm not missing much. Alright. Also, I haven't said this, but if you look at the look that I have right now for Danah, this is actually gonna be my final look. There's only one thing I'm missing, and that's like red dye. Cause I wanna dye the shades red. Once I get that, the look is complete. That's why like I only tried to opt in for like one of the premium armor fusions. I'm only gonna switch it once. I might get a second one because like when I get like level 110, I think it's level 110 gear, I want to at least keep the shoes. The shoes are the best part. The shoes complete the look on this entire outfits. Didn't they change Fiona's voice? I don't think so. Wait. Yes, they did. I don't think they changed her grunts, but I do think they changed her voice a little bit. The old Fiona's voice was good, but I don't know. At this point, when it comes to a lot of things that the developers do, I just kind of just accept it. I don't really got that much of a say when it comes to anything. Even if I voice my opinions on, you know, the Discord, it doesn't really matter at the end of the day because I am one person of many. And like, what I say doesn't really, you know, affect them. So, you know, it's whatever, honestly. I think they changed Orisha's voice. If I remember correctly, the first time they released Orisha's voice, it was like crazy lewd. Very sexual. Moans, grunts, all of those were like crazy sexual. And then people were just like, ugh, no. There was even this meme, the moment you play Orisha, you would just turn down your volume because like it was loud. And then they changed it. Now her voice has been, I guess okay. I don't really complain much about the character's voice. The only character's voice that I did not like in the beginning, after a while still kinda don't like, but you know, I've learned to accept it, is Herc's new voice. Because Herc's voice before was like extra, like it sounded like so, what should I say, manly. It sounded like crazy manly, right? And it just sounded like Herc, it just matches him perfectly. But when they changed it to like his voice being kind of young, even though he's a blacksmith and whatnot, I just didn't like it in the beginning. And the Taiwan server had it even worse because his voice was just high pitch in the Taiwan server. And then they like reverted it back to the normal grunts. But yeah, his voice is just what I didn't like in the beginning. Now after playing him for a while, after the new voice has been released, I've kinda just adjusted to it. But really, all I did was just drown it out. So it's not really much of a problem to me anymore. I do like that they actually raised Kale's voice. I don't think they're planning to do that anymore, where they release a character where their voice is like so low. Because they literally amplified Danah's voice. They didn't want to make the same mistake. I'm waiting for the most seductive character. More than Tessa. Hey, I would say it would be Letty, but I'm pretty sure Letty's voice is gonna be kinda close to Lynn. Cause like on the whoops, he actually hit me. Hitbox. Wow, that was loud. Cause on the Korean server, Letty's voice is actually really, really nice. He sounds spunky. And I like that. Honest truth, I really, really like that. Her voice reminds me of this one Korean, no, not idol, Korean actress, and I really like her voice. I'm pretty sure whenever she gets to North America, where they do the localization, wow, kamikaze. Whenever they do the localization, her voice is actually gonna sound pretty good. It's not gonna sound as seductive as how Tessa's voice is, but I think it's actually gonna be, you know, pretty decent. I hope. Anything can happen with time. They could get like a very bad voice actor. Who knows? I hate Delia's voice. I don't think Delia's voice is that annoying. You just gotta drown it out. It's not that bad. It's a little bit different from how it used to be, but I don't think it's all that bad. It's nice. It's just gotta ignore some of the things that come out of her mouth. That's unblockable. Oh shoot! Oh my god! Just missed the timing. Damn it. This is why I hate fighting this thing. The attacks... That's unblockable. The attack's pretty slow. And I can't get the timing down for it a lot of the times. That's why doing the Anim Latcher is gonna be so difficult. Because that one move that he does a charge up of it. Because it's a charge up, I always like block too early. I gotta practice that. I would say out of all the characters that got like their new voices, Karak's voice matched him so well. Out of everybody else, his voice just matches him so well. I kinda didn't expect Orisha's voice to be how it was. At first, I didn't expect it. I expected her to have the personality that her sister Ira has. But you know, I was proven wrong yet again. Ignore some of the things that come out of her mouth. I mean, yeah. That's literally what I do. I mean for it to sound any other way, but that's literally what I do. Besides, whenever I play and I'm not streaming, I usually listen to music, so I don't really hear the characters' voices that much. I actually lucked out on that one. Wish I could play some of the music that I really listen to when I stream, but YouTube is very much not on that same page as me. It sucks though, but it's fine. Yeah. I just clicked yes like a fool, didn't I? No, I understand perfectly. Okay, go to Mirror the Magic. Okay, whatever. Hey. We're just kind of, yeah. You can't lie. When you heard Arisha's voice for the first time, you did not expect her voice to actually be the way how it is. Expected her to have that crazy, strong personality like, Ira. But after her backstory, you know, she losing her memories of her family and, you know, whoever raised her, the wizard or magician that raised her, you would kind of understand a little bit, you know, why her voice sounded like that or why they went for that type of voice with her. With Ira, it's a whole different story because literally she saw everything that happened. Her mother died, her father died, and her sister got taken away. And of course that would just, you know, shape her personality in the way how she is right now. So I completely understand why her voice or just her personality is like that. But I did expect something a little bit different. It's fine. It's fine. Just enjoy it the way how it is right now. We literally got 2 more characters to be released in this game. Beggars can't be choosers. Okay, did I not proc that? Oops, wrong button. Out of SP. I thought I had more. I didn't stop him long enough. I'm so weak, I wasted so much time right there. Usually you'll be able to kill him a whole lot faster. To be honest, Lothor does not fit. Yeah, I'll agree with you on that one. Lothor's voice kinda don't fit, but you know, she's reserved. She's quiet. It's just her personality. I just kind of, wow, I didn't register. So I just kind of just, you know, accepted it and got used to it. The way how she fights doesn't match her voice, of course, but you know, it's whatever. Accept it for what it is. But you gotta think about it, like, when it comes to Lothor, she's... oh god, what is the word? Oh god, I can't even remember the word. She has basically a negative outlook on life. When most people have like a negative outlook on life, they, you know, act like that. Alright, time to turn off the music because we're getting cutscene. I always love watching this, so I'm gonna, you know, watch it real quick. I expected Lathor to be more aggressive and loud. She is aggressive and loud. Don't you even hear in her grunts when she attacks? Don't you hear all that? I'm pretty sure you hear all that.
Found yourself. Another fool. Please, hold on, son.
The amount of pain she puts on people. She is aggressive.
The path is too much for you. Will you never learn? Your path leads to hell.
That's why I couldn't main her over Arisha. I want to, but her personality makes me feel bad.
This was not your fault.
Damn, Lil. Why you gotta do her like that? Just... Oh god. I can't really say much also. The way how her personality is, I kinda understand where you're coming from. Elf daddy dying. Don't worry. Once you go deeper into the story, you'll see him. He'll come back. Then he becomes a good guy. Well, an anti-hero.
Must be put to rest.
He's so moist.
It is too heavy a burden. The path cannot claim another victim.
Tegan, the god of time himself.
He knew what this would cost his son. Yet he still allowed it to happen. Is that the power of fate? Or the poison of hope? How does it feel to know the gods toy with you under the guise of a greater calling? Does it not sicken you? This man was their hero. Now, I promised you a path to Eren. This holds the power of Elculus. With it, I can control life and time. It is the only way to bring back the dead. If you desire this power, when the time comes, obey me. That is all I ask.
Humor him.
Together, we can end this. Forever. You may find my methods unkind, but I will do whatever it takes for Teve.
Steve, I will plunge the entire world into darkness and watch people suffer. Oh my god. Keegan, you are something else. Regina Feather? You wish? It's actually the feather inside of Dullaham's armor.
No one else will follow my son. And Froggerrock. Where are you? No, you can't! Stop!
You ain't the boss of me. You don't know my struggles. You don't know my life. You don't know what I'm doing. You don't know my destiny. Let me do me. Damn. I can't believe we're gonna have to, like, do all of this again. Ah, God. Time travel really is a very confusing thing. Alright. Now it's time to move on to the next one. Oh yeah, that's one of the summer outfits, right? Looks pretty legit. I like it. Wait, did the music get louder all of a sudden? I'm bugging right now. I thought the music got a whole lot louder. want to touch his sword too, Lil. Chill. Get up into the story, he'll allow anything. Oh my god. Right, what is the next couple of things that I'll have to do? I think I'm already... Nah, I'm not even close. I was about to say I'm almost done with Season 3. Nope. I just started. I haven't even gotten to like, this guy yet. The Infected. Oh wait. Now I know why the, music is loud. I turned up the, thing on my mixer, the volume. I was wondering why, like, everything was so loud. Oh, this guy? I'm just saying it right now, later on you're gonna hate his guts. I'm not gonna spoil it. I already know for a fact I'm not gonna get to it tonight anyway. But at a certain point you're gonna like hate that guy. A fool for a king, they say. He was supposed to lead his people to salvation, but all he did was lead them to their death. Sad. My outfit is ready. We finally got the complete look with the bunny suit and everything else. I'm gonna have to look at that later. I'm not in the guild right now, so I can't really, you know, join the guild mansion or the guild house to actually see it. But I can probably get on like later on. My Tessa. I can actually, you know, see it. Because I do want to see it. I want to see what you cooking with, Lil. I want to see the amazing outfit that you've been farming for literally months. You're crazy. You was farming that entire thing for like almost 3 months. Better than me. Stop like the second or the third week within that entire event. I was like in no rush or no mood to actually do that. Because at the end of the day, I don't really care that much about the flame weapons to have them. I have them on my I have them on Ira. And I always regret, you know, doing it. The flames just take over so much on the screen, to me. It's different for other people, but it's just extra effects, but hey, I like it, to each their own. As for the outfits, I already got like all the outfits in that entire box that they were giving for free. How do I keep missing? See, right there. Like I said earlier, too close. Because I was too close, the teleporting didn't work and it didn't give me iframes. I needs that new update. How to getting hit out of stuff. Oh, you know what's the crazy thing? When your soul strike, when you use it, right? 3 seconds, if I remember correctly, 3 seconds in, you can actually use it again. So you don't really need to wait for the entire cooldown. It's real nice. Like the two versions of the two versions of going into, was it Soul Tracer or Soul Tracker? You can still do the other version of the move also, which is really, really great. Look at that, you see him? See him? I told you. He doesn't die. He will always come back to life. Every single time. And then you have Milo underneath here with Icy. And then of course, the goddess herself. I can't wait to get to her, honestly. She's actually a pretty fun fight, but for some reason I'm always on the floor when it comes to her run. I've gotten better at it now. Because, you know, since they updated to the 64-bit client, the game has been running so smooth. But for some reason, I still end up on the floor like about 75% of the time. It's not my fault, too. The final phase, when them things start to go into the ground and you start to just have the big AoEs just be messing me up. I try my best, but, you know, Season 1 of, like, God of Death didn't teach me anything. I didn't learn a damn thing from that. That thing still kills me. Danah new main? I don't know. I don't know. I'm really enjoying playing her. She's fun. Like, it's been a while since I've had like this much fun playing like a new character that has just been released. Still like Tessa, don't get me wrong. Still enjoying playing her. She's still gonna be, you know, one of my mains. But Danah's kind of moving up there. I don't know if she's gonna take her spot, but you know, she is in there for right now. She's a candidate. Who knows, maybe, you know, 4 months down the line, I might change my mind and I might just play mostly her. It could be the same also when Letty comes to like North America and EU. I could, you know, main her also. Because her damage is stupid high. Like, you thought like, is it Crossgun Kai did a lot of damage with his nukes? Well, imagine getting nuked by like 20 missiles. Literally Letty. Literally Letty. One of her moves. And that damage is crazy. If you really think about it, and I've only watched like a couple of videos on her. I haven't had her in my hands, and I don't really, you know, 100%, you know, say everything about a character unless I have them in my hands and I've actually played them. I can honestly say, just by looking at it, that Letty does more damage than Crossgun Kai, even with his nuke. And that's saying a lot. They basically made, you know, Waifu Kai with a big gun. If you really think about it, I should have just accepted it and should have just expected it also that, you know, they were just gonna give her like a big weapon. Because if you look at Belle, Belle has like a big axe that honestly sometimes don't really match her, but like after you play her for a while, you just kind of accept it. It seems like they're gonna do this for a lot of the characters. I don't know if the character after Letty is going to be male. Because of course, last stream I already explained like why they make more female characters than male characters. If people weren't here to actually see that. To make it simple, basically, when there's a female character, they make more money. When it's a male character, they make less money. It's a simple explanation. But I really hope that it's a male character, because like we have been having too much waifus. I mean, you could never have too much waifus, but we have been kind of having too much waifus. Because originally the character Letty was supposed to be male, but they changed that. What reason? Money. It's always about the money. Hey, I'm not complaining. I play the characters that they've changed their minds anyway. From being like, you know, male to female, so yeah, I can't really say anything. I enjoy the characters, they're fun to play. Probably would have been a whole different story, of course, if they were male characters, but you know, it's whatever. I've learned to accept this game more and just roll with the punches. Okay, let's repair. We go on to the next mission. Who knows? Just Panthers. Her playstyle is very fluid though, so like I can see myself maining her. Cause like every one of her moves is going to everything like so well. Like the way how I'm playing, it looks like the skills are just going like they're just part of like the one big attack. But it's actually just like, you know, I'm doing like a whole bunch of SP skills, SP and MP skills. It looks so good because it goes so well together. Ooh, look at my frame rate over here. It's crazy. Never dipped this low before. Good old OBS eating up my frames like always. And so if you see a little bit of choppiness, my bad. Way. Wait, wrong way? Wrong way, right way. Oh god, I always hated this place because it was confusing. BRB, alright, I'll see you when you come back. Just gonna be here chilling. I don't know how long though, cause like my fatigue is about to run out. I'm probably, where's the exit? I'm probably, the next time I stream Vindictus, I'll probably be done with like season 3. Maybe. So I'll be able to like do like runs for, like next time if like people come through and they want to have like somewhat of an understanding of the character. They'll be able to like fully get a grasp of the character because of the runs. There's the exit. I forgot about that. That could have somehow killed me. I still think there's environment. There's environment hazards, so you can still get hit by. Oh my god. You can still get hit by those and they will kill you. Why y'all attacking each other? Oh, he was supposed to be your mans. He took one for me though. I'll appreciate it. I'll at least be able to get this chapter out of the way. Poison. There we go. The poison was extra thick. Expect the effects to look like that. Oh yeah. So when it comes to this game, when it comes to Danah's weapon, is what I should say. Almost every single one of Danah's weapons look really, really good. Or like a fusion, right? So I narrowed it down after going through crap ton of swords, right? And I narrowed it down to like literally, where is it? This sword, right? The Noblest. I can actually show you. Let me go back to the hub world real quick. I've narrowed it down to the Noblest and the Nighthawk. Those are the two best looking weapons to me. The whole reason this weapon even look good right now is because it's plus 12 right now, and the effect just, you know, adds to it. But other than that, it don't look all that great. The reason I'm going with the Noblest is because it kind of looks like a katana. And the what's the other one that I was talking about? Damn, I already forgot the name. Of my memory. It was the Noblest and oh god, it's the Nighthawk. God damn it, I can't remember. It's one of them. I gotta show you. Of course, I'm gonna go with my colors that you know I have on the channel, which is basically red, white, and black with a mixture of gold. So there's like 3 parts. So I'm gonna make the middle part of it all red. And then the charm, I'm gonna make it yellow. So if you look at it right here, damn, it already got black, so I don't really have to worry about the black. I just need to switch one of these parts out to red. Just make it match my color scheme. But yeah, it was that, and I was also gonna go with like this one, also the Nightmare, for like a final look on my sword. But I've narrowed it down to this mostly, because like this looks so good. Literally looks like a Japanese katana. There's also... Which one was it? What's one of these? Not that one. Yeah, this one. This one actually looks really good also. So for the final look, I'm just gonna have to decide between those three. Who knows, they might give away the what is it? The toy weapon. And the toy weapon for the Soul Blade actually looks pretty cool. I think I've only gotten the toy weapon on one of my characters, and it was, well, it still is there. It was on Miri. I think it was a big boomerang. And like to this day, I still haven't used it. I guess in a way, I just kind of had like no need for it. I did just get the thing because of the event. But who knows, maybe when I actually get level 100 and 10 gear for her, I'll actually do the fusion. Cause it doesn't look that bad. Like a big boomerang. I'm so with it though. Out of my way. Just need to actually get me like a premium. I could use a normal armor fusion. No, a normal weapon fusion. I could just use a normal one, but I'm pretty sure I'm probably not gonna fuse it until I get my enchantments on it. And I think around plus 12? Around plus 12 and you have enchantments on it, you're gonna need a premium. And I just hope it doesn't boom. Cause I have rotten luck when it comes to enhancing weapons also. I mean, I got lucky like twice. Was able to like get plus 14. Like going for plus 15 is probably never going to happen. I just have bad luck when it comes to it. Oh. I do kind of regret not actually getting it to plus 15 when they had the plus 20 before. It's like, you know, they removed it now. Whoever got like plus 16, plus 17, they get to keep their weapon. I kind of regret not going for that. I could have been OP. I could have been one of those. I could have been one of those that have like the red title over my head for being the top 10%. But I wasn't one of the lucky ones. Is that everybody? Would have loved to have like a plus 17. The effect on the plus 17 looks pretty legit. Would have loved to have it. Just flaunt my stuff at the channel 1. How did you get the noblest katana? When you're playing, they just give it to you. All of these are just given to you throughout the story. So you don't really have to like buy it. But it's pretty cool. Just choosing a fusion is gonna take a while. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. I pressed that button completely by accident. Oh my god, I didn't wanna flex on him like that. I pressed 2 to rain down the thunder and I pressed 3 by accident and did her ultra. unnecessary overkill. Danah is the 110. I never got one. Really? You never got one? Throughout the story, cause like I think it's when you actually hit the was it an Ortel Castle? Where like the golems at? They usually give it to you. Like every time I've actually leveled a character and just played, whenever I go to that level, they usually give it to you. That's kind of weird. Normally you should always get it around that time. I think you just got lucky, a lucky drop. Really? I'll accept it, because it's kind of weird, because like every time I've actually done that run when I'm leveling a character, I usually get it. I get it so much, they literally give me like 5 a lot of the times. I mean, like, maybe you can get it on the marketplace, but I don't know. For some reason, even though these weapons are like, you know, 60 and vice versa, because they're so rare and like certain people probably have to craft them to actually, you know, put them out, they sell them for a lot. So if you want to spend a little bit of money to get that, by all means, you know, go ahead. For the Majestic Greatsword that I have on my hurt, I literally had to wait months to actually get that, and one person sold it on the marketplace for 1 mil, and I instantly copped that. It's like, it's one of the rarest greatswords for hurt, because you know you can't get it anymore. I'm glad I got it. Do like a fusion again later on. The best part is that I still got my 5 unbounds on it. Like, even if I get like a new weapon right now, I can still unbind the weapon and actually fuse it again with no problems. Which is really, really good. I'm gonna keep that weapon forever. And if I could get like a second one, I'm definitely set for life. Because I'm pretty sure the cap that they're gonna do with the leveling is probably 20. Right, 120. I remember correctly. Probably 120. Wow, hitbox. Definitely gotta be 120. Ah, I used the wrong skill. $120, right? No. Because if they add 120, they're gonna have to add a whole entire element stone and vice versa. Maybe 15, maybe 150, I don't know. But at least I have a whole bunch of armor fusions and weapon fusions, so I don't really have to worry about it as much. Which is good. So, oh my god, if I had to like lose that weapon because I unbound it so much, I would be annoyed. It's like nobody's gonna release that ever again. Like, even if I go to the marketplace right now and actually look up the Majestic Greatsword, I am not gonna find it. It's already hard enough to find the Majestic set. Like, I think the only thing really people can find on the marketplace is the pants. You won't even find a full set. You won't really find the full set. Yo, that just hit me hard. I used to love that set. I used to love the shoes and the pants. And the hat. Not really much on the top part, because that top part just covered a lot. But I did always love the pants and the shoes and the hat. I think on my Miri I got the hat. I just gotta fuse it to something eventually. much of that do I have? Seals. Alright, I got enough for like a level 100 plus 13. 100%, so I'm gonna save it. It'll eventually give me these essence, I think. Hope they give me those essence, because like those essence, even though they're so old, they're still expensive on the marketplace. They're not giving me any more tickets, that's kind of sucky. I think they're probably gonna wait. Because if they give all the tickets right away, everybody's just gonna get them real quickly. It said visit a general shop in, okay. So, like this, and go to the inn. Oh snap, it's finally time. Finally time to be over here. I'm pretty hype right now. The only thing is that loading over here takes so long to actually load in. Do you think Bella needs a buff? I feel like she does. I did play Bella after they did her new date where they gave her her flare-up combo. So I did play her. I think she's okay for right now. She could use maybe like a little buff. Cause like even if you play her now and you don't really got attack speed, you are basically canceling a lot of her things because you're dodging and vice versa. She could use a little bit of buff, like a tiny buff. I don't know what they will give her, but I think she could use a buff, probably like a movement buff or something. Maybe a new skill. Yes, definitely. If you really think about it, a new skill would be really good because like if you really think about it, Belle only has a certain selected amount of skills. Her active skills, there's not really much that she has. And a lot of them, you know, are on long cooldowns. Of course, there's that one skill she has where she can actually like reduce the cooldown by like 10 seconds. I don't know if they increased it or not. But it's not much. And then you just have like all this reserve SP and, you know, not really putting out that much damage. Okay. I would love it if they added like at least 2 new skills to her. So she could feel like she's actually, you know, doing something. But as for her damage is fine. It could be a little bit better, but her damage is fine for right now. If you have enough attack, enough crit, enough balance, you're basically good with her. What in the world was I about to do? Okay, I think I was about to do this. Is that an enchantment room? It's binding. Okay, good. Level 95 gear. Oh, I totally forgot. Was I wearing level 90 armor this whole time? I honestly forgot. Okay, so... Ooh, we even got the rings too and a belt. They're giving away everything. Oh, when did they change that? I remember you weren't able to get this unless you fought Dula literally 2 times in one day. When did they change that? I mean, I'm all for it, but I just didn't expect them to do that. I'll take that as poggers. That's pretty awesome. The stats are still the same. Take it, that's nice. That's a good change. I don't gotta like farm for the essence anymore. Or get lucky. They just give you everything. It's time. That's the samurai character. She isn't really a samurai, she's more of like oh god, the crazy thing is that I did have the name somewhere. I just can't I didn't repair. I just can't remember it. But yeah, she's kind of like a samurai. She has range, which is really, really great. her range is like ridiculously crazy. And for a person with a sword too, that is not long, like how Herc's sword is, it's kind of crazy how she has so much range. Ronan. Ronan wish she could be Danah. Nah, she has to stick to Rogue Company. Keep it that way. Okay, almost forgot about my keys here. Sorry, can you really call Ronan samurai if, like, you know, she barely uses her sword as it is? Didn't cancel that fast enough. Wait, that also reminds me, Al, in Rogue Company, I think it's next week, right? It's been about like 4 days, right? 4 or 5 days since I've been on Rogue Company. They actually are about to do their mid-season update, and they're about to release the new character. And I think you'll like the new character. Basically got a mechanical spider coming out of their head. It's kind of crazy, weird, but you know, it's pretty nice. Main thing that I care about is honestly his kit. I'm pretty sure he's gonna have the same weapon as the majority of the characters. Oh crap. I'm not really that excited for what weapon he's actually going to have, but I am excited about his kit. If they give him Berserk, oof. Berserk and Life Drain, if he has both of those, I might actually give up. Those are the two perks that honestly make me kind of hate that game. It also reminds me, I think they already had their pre-stream on Twitch. Can I even do this? No, I can't do this. Not enough in my luminary. They had their pre-stream, and I'm pretty sure they showed off his kit, but I haven't had time to actually go back to it and actually watch it, because I know it's there. I just haven't had the time, because literally, what is the game I played earlier? Rumbleverse dropped, and then season 4 of Knockout dropped, so I had to make time for that. I just had time to actually go back to the stream. I missed that. But yeah, hey, by the concept and the trailer, he actually looked pretty legit. Wow. Okay. Okay, buddy. Let me again. Teasing me. I pressed the wrong button again. Oh my god. Take it. Okay, buddy. And red boots. No! Hitbox. I couldn't get out of his hitbox. I hate that so much. Oh snap. Still got 50%, right? 30? Is what I would say. That thing dropped all the way down to 42. Just my luck. Only like a couple more runs. Matter of fact, is anybody on Discord right now? In the chat? Because I do kind of want to tell Chris about like Rumbleverse, because he's really looking forward to that. I want to just, you know, shatter his dreams real quick by saying that game's hitbox hates everybody. I started playing Vinny again last month after like 5 years, and I started playing Bella. I watched your Bella guide. Oh, word? Did it help out? If it helped out, I'm glad it helped out. I think I could have done that Bella guide a little bit more differently, but when it came to doing the guide around that concept, I was actually, you know, just trying to do it quickly, honestly. I wish I kind of did it like how I did the latest guide that I just did, which was the Tessa guide, where I actually, you know, showed everything and actually made cuts in the video and explained it, instead of like doing it the way how I did it in the Bella guide, where I kind of, you know, said a lot of things over. But I'm glad it helped out, if it did. Basically, if you don't know about her flare-up combo, it's something I didn't add because they added her flare-up combo when I already made the guide, so there was no way I could, like, you know, update it at the time. But her flare-up combo is basically she just dodging twice and pressing her smash key, which goes into it. Oops. I remember correctly. It might be something different now. It's been a while for me. But if you learn it, then by all means, kudos to you. Really. But if it did help out, I'm glad. You're probably way better at Bella than me, because the moment I made that guide, I haven't played her in like a good bit. And I'm probably like super rusty with her too. I'll probably just need like a month. After a month, I'll probably, like, you know, have her down again. It's usually how long it takes for me to actually fully remember how to play a character. It also reminds me, I probably should get back on Bella one of these days. Because I felt like I did Bella, like, no justice whatsoever, because all I did was get her to level 100 and just stop playing her. Gotta do something for her one of these days. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. I haven't brought her out this entire time. I said I was gonna bring her out like in the beginning of the stream and I totally forgot. If I remember correctly, when you have pets out, you get like extra stuff. Even if, like, you know, it's not the picking up the ore stuff, you just get like extra drops, I think. Honestly, it helped. She's pretty straightforward. I'm glad it helped. Yeah, she is one of the most straightforwardest characters in the game. There's only, like, you know, probably like a trick or two you'll have to learn. But she's pretty straightforward. There isn't really, you know, she isn't really, you know, that complicated. Like, anybody can pick her up and actually play her. Now, as for getting really good with the character, you're gonna have to hone your skills by actually playing a lot. Doing a lot of solos. That's like the same thing I said to like one of the somebody that commented on my video. They asked like, how was I so good at blocking, and I don't really think I'm that great at blocking, but you know, I just gave him a quick tip. Face your fears and just take the hit head on. The only way you're gonna learn how to, like, you know, block or, like, you know, dodge, you're just gonna have to do it right there and then. And just learn how to do it and, like, learn the timing and... Oh. Just gonna have to face your fears and just do what you gotta do. Oh crap, I'm stuck. And then you'll, like, fully master it. 'Cause that's how I did everything. Knock me out of future Red Bull. Okay. not even hitting me. Come on, hit me once. And then he does red move. You didn't do red move the last 2 hits. Why you all of a sudden do it now? I just feel like every other character out damage me because they're able to consistently attack. Yeah. When it comes to Bell, you're gonna need, I would say about like, to actually be able to be one of the people that do a lot of damage with Bell, you're gonna have to try to get to around 90 for your attack speed. Yeah, you got it right there. All the good Bellas I see on YouTube have like 90 attack speed. Yeah, you need a good amount of attack speed. I would say like 85 is good, but like if you really want to actually constantly attack without having to stop your DPS, you're gonna need to go for 90. And I know you're gonna say going for 90 attack speed is very difficult, but you're going to need to actually upgrade the gear. You're gonna need the latest gear to actually be able to get all of that attack speed. It's like level 100 or 105, I think the attack speed actually caps at a certain point. Even if you have a plus 14 or plus like 15, it caps at a certain point. So with the newer armors, you shouldn't have to worry about it as much. The same way with how like the balance is not 90 anymore. The balance is actually 110 now. If you can actually get it, that's like super difficult to get. But yeah, I think you're just gonna have to try your best to get some new armor. New gear. Then you'll be able to like, you know, constantly attack. But if Belle did attack a little bit faster, I think her damage in like every run would actually be very, very good. You wouldn't feel like you're actually just, you know, dodging the majority of the time. Because honestly, when I play Belle, that's how I feel. I feel like I'm dodging the majority of the time, not being able to put out damage. And when I look at the score, I just feel like a little bit sad. And at the end of the day, I'm one of those people that don't really care about the score at the end of the run. But when you see it constantly on your character that you're playing, it kind of hurts. Just a tiny bit. So I do wish in the future they just give her like, you know, attack speed buff or something. Because they did it for Delia. Because Delia used to attack very slow. But they gave her attack speed buff, and now she attacks like pretty fast. She's on par with the other characters. I think Belle really needs that, or else like she's just gonna lose out. Like even if you see those Bells on YouTube making solos and like doing party runs, and they have like over 90 attack speed to like almost 100, they're still being out DPS by the other characters because, you know, they just attack very fast. And even if you do have all that attack speed, you're going to be dodging and you're going to be like lowering your DPS because of that. So they really need to do that. Damn it. I was just waiting down here for me, huh? They gave it to Pillar for Rock, right? Why can't they give it to Belle? My girl needs some speed. Come on. I'm at 30%. That's like 4 more runs. Take back everything I say about the fatigue system. I hate it. I hate it so much. Fast updates or not, I hate that I have to slow down my leveling because of it. Okay. Wow. Oh wow, word, you cancel? Oh my god. Come on, I really hate this boss's hitbox. Annoying. Oh no, I'm enjoying Danah though. She does a lot of damage. Right? See? That's what's really great about her. She's a new character. She does a lot of damage. We're gonna love her. You know how they love to do the characters that actually do a lot of damage at the start. Nerf. Start to bring out that nerf hammer. Then your character that you love so much, her damage just becomes slightly lower. And then you're just gonna start hating her a little bit. There's either two things. You're either gonna accept it or just hate it. For the majority of the time, I hate it, but I deal with it. Let's hope they don't do it to her right now. Because, like, she is so good. And, like, to me, even if they reduce the damage a little bit, as long as her moves go into each other so fluidly, like how it is right now, I don't really care as much. I used my cat statue by accident. Ow. As long as the fluidity is still good, nothing else matters to me. You have no idea how fast I am. Oops, nope, you can stay that. Keep that dynamite to yourself. Keep those arrows also to yourself. Ain't nobody got time to worry about y'all. Oh wow, you're still alive? There we go. I'm out damaging people with better gear than I am in raids. Already happened. Wait, what? I'm reading two things at once, my bad. I'm out damaging people with better gear than me. I raid already after 2 days. Good on you. Good on you. Now you're powerful because you have Danah. Heavenly Being herself. Devil May Cry, yeah, it's gonna happen. Along with Kai's buff, probably. See? Devil May Simp knows. See? You know. It is 100% gonna happen. When it does, you're either gonna have to accept it or just hate it. I hope they buff Belle when they nerf her then. I hope they don't nerf her, but it's gonna happen. It's gotta be one of those big updates though. But I'm pretty sure she's definitely gonna get a buff. One of these days, she's gonna get a buff. They can't keep her the way how she... Oh, I forgot about that. They can't keep her the way how she is now. Honestly, I don't think she's broken though. She's just strong. Yeah, she's not broken. You got it right. She's not broken. She's just very, very, very strong. She just does a lot of damage. Everything about her is really, really good, and she doesn't really have any broken mechanics. If you really think about it, she's actually a pretty solid character. Where am I going again? Over here? We're just killing these, I guess. Okay, there we go. We really had to kill those. That's weird. That's new. Her kit is actually really good. She doesn't have that much skills, but like, it all works out. As one, you never really run out of SP, and you never really run out of MP, and you never really run out of stamina. As long as you learned how to maintain them, which I haven't been doing the greatest job, because, you know, I do a lot of dodging to actually just go into her move and everything else. But as long as you play everything right, you don't really have to... You don't really have to worry about those. So that's why I said earlier, there's no real reason that you really need to actually get a cat statue for her. That big slash that I just did basically gives back MP. This gives back stamina back and MP and also SP. Oh man, he cooking! He cooking! Ooh, ooh! I pressed the wrong button again. I need to separate these buttons. That was totally planned. I was totally planning to just flex on this one boss here. It's because she's always attacking. Yep. As Danah, you're supposed to constantly attacking. I mean, you're supposed to constantly attack. You're never really supposed to let down your attack. Unless, like, you know, the boss has a phase where they don't get attack, or if they're like flying in the air or something like that. And she has so many ways to get back her stamina too. She has a skill, SP skill, that gives back her stamina. She literally has another skill like the one I've been using the whole entire time, where I flip back and then teleport to the mob's direction and hit them. And that entire thing, all of those slashes give back stamina. And also her dodge smash gives back stamina also. The best part is that her dodge smash goes right into her normal attacks, so you can just constantly attack without ever stopping. As long as you know how to maintain that, you just never run out of stamina. Then, the best part about this character is that all of her SP skills are very short. I don't think any has passed 20 seconds. If I remember correctly, I don't think any has passed 20 seconds. So, you'll basically always have, you know, your skill when you need them, which is really good. Iron Latcher has been a pain, but it made me a better Danah. Oh, that's good. That's real good. I was thinking about actually doing it also. I need to start doing that. I want the extra benefits that they give you later on when it comes to her. Because if I remember correctly, I think if you do a good, fair, decent amount, or if you do all of them, they give you like probably 1 crit. 1 or 2 crit. I don't know if it's balanced. I gotta, of course, get it to actually fully know it. But I've been hearing that they do give you at least 1 crit. And I know most people are gonna say 1 crit is not much, but hey, 1 crit can go a long way. If I wasn't off by 1 crit, I could have done the first boss of season 4 a whole lot earlier. I totally pressed that by accident again. Because I'm so used to having a cat statue, that's why I totally be using my artifact by accident sometimes. You gotta think about it like this. When it comes to a werewolf ball, I really only have it on Hurt. So I basically almost never use it on any of my other characters. I realize that you should just spam most of your SP skills every time I die. It's because I didn't use any. That's a fair statement. Yeah, you can do that also. It's like they're always on like shortened cooldown, so you don't really have to. Ooh, I forgot about that. You don't really have to ever worry about like, you know, running out of SP. I basically use them at like certain situations. Like, let's just say like I'm attacking like crazy, and I go into her spirit form and I just constantly attack because she only got like 3 smashes, right? So I constantly go into them, I constantly use my SP, and then I basically just use this slash here, and depending on how many mobs it hits, or you know, even if it hits the boss, it does give a lot of MP back. And when you do that, it gives SP back, and then you know, you can just rinse and repeat. So you can just spam her skills willy-nilly without worrying. It's just in my mind, I use them at like different, you know, different situations. But yeah, you can spam them without actually worrying. It's really nice. This character is just fleshed out so good. Where am I going? Now for Letty. Letty. I can see with her, you're going to need a cat statue because, ooh, her SP skills. She has a good, fair, decent amount of them. And you're really gonna need SP when it comes to her. And plus, the one skill that she has that completely gives her like the shield. You're gonna need it for that. Whoa! They removed the spikes! When did they remove the spikes? I remember there was spikes here before and you had to go all the way around. And then you had to like flick the other lever. I didn't know they added that. They must have just added that because I remember when I was leveling Kale, they did not have that at all. And also with Tessa, they must have just added that. I mean, like, I ain't really complaining, but you know, it's just kind of crazy that they actually did something like that. And it was a mechanic they were proud of too. The new director kind of wised up a little bit. I forgot he did 3 attacks here. Oh, was it 2? But it was 3. Wait. Trapped in a corner. Can't be having that again. Oh, if you were here when I was like in season 1, actually leveling, the one of the sub bosses was trapping me in a corner and I couldn't do anything. It was kind of funny. I think it's like on my last 2 streams. The thing was actually pretty crazy. I was just trapped there in a corner, getting headbutted. Didn't do anything, just taking it. Camera in the wall too, so I couldn't even really see my character. Alright, last run for today's stream. Because I'm already capped on my fatigue. And I know I got like 10 extra fatigue, but I'm not gonna use them. Not for this stream. Plus, I gotta actually go and edit the Rumbleverse video that I actually recorded. That will probably, damn it, that will probably go up tomorrow. Definitely tomorrow, because I'm only gonna make it like probably like a short video. It's just gonna be me being grabbed from like 10 yards away. You're literally gonna see my soul just die inside. Thought I ended you. Oh, you was tanky, you know that? Unnecessarily tanky for like a little sub mob too? Okay, he didn't go up. Was that supposed to normally happen? Wait, what? Okay, I was about to say, am I doing something wrong here? 'Cause I knew for a fact I was supposed to go somewhere. That range is incredible. Word, it's gonna be like that. You're not even supposed to be able. Yeah, you're not even supposed to touch me from up there. Just chill, you'll get your turn. I really don't know what expertise I want to work on with this character. I don't have to work on armor smithing or like weapon smithing, because I already have that on Herc and like Lethor. But I've always wanted to try goldsmithing. I know that's the one that's probably gonna take forever, but I'm literally willing to do it. I just gotta look up some things on the wiki first. Cause I don't think you need the drops to actually start goldsmithing. If I remember correctly. I don't think you really need the drops like the pigments. Oh, I'm hoping you don't need the pigments, because them pigments are kind of annoying to farm. Like, they're already expensive on the marketplace, as it already is. I definitely gotta look up on the wiki. Unexpected. Oh, okay. Ooh, okay. Okay, he's got the kick from these things. Got the kick. Honestly thought I like dodged his last hit, but like he came out of nowhere with that. How much times do I gotta fight you to unlock this title? I think it's twice. I don't really know, because it changed the title once I was like finished with it. Alright, looks like I have hit my cap on my fatigue. You know what that means. It means we are ending today's stream right after this. Today was eventful. I enjoyed it. Alright. Ooh. Oh god. That was actually pretty long. 2 hours sitting on this chair without getting up. Because normally when I play, I usually like get up like every 20 minutes. Alright. So I think we're about done for today's stream. Why? Okay, I was about to say, I thought my top area ripped. It's just the lighting. So yeah, I think I've done a good amount for today's stream. As you can see at the bottom right, I have hit my cap on my fatigue for today. So we're gonna be ending the stream. There's not really much more I can do. I'm really only in the mood right now to play Danah. Could play Tessa, but I'm really not in the mood to really play Tessa right now at the moment. Danah is more important right now because she's the newest character, and I also gotta make the guide on her. So if I play the other characters, I'm gonna be losing more time on, like, you know, getting this character up and actually playing them and making the guide, and vice versa. You get the gist of it. So with that, we are ending it today. Everybody that came by, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for talking with me. Hopefully y'all enjoyed the stream. And I will probably be streaming Saturday. Probably Saturday around the evening time a little bit. Probably around the same time. Probably start around 8. And we'll see what happens from there. But it's a 50-50 if I'm actually really going to stream. It depends on my mood. What's that top outfit though? It's yeah, it's the event outfit that they give you. It's right there on the screen, my bad. But yeah, you needed to actually, I think, sign on 2 days before Danah came to the server to actually get the chance to actually get this outfit. It's one of those exclusive ones, so I'm pretty sure they're not gonna bring it back because this entire outfit is basically a humbug. It's the I'm an idiot. It's the Korean traditional dress, and the majority of the time they don't bring it to North America because, you know, whenever like people wear it over here on their character, they will take it as a way of disrespect. So that's why they don't really bring it to the game as much. They've only had it 2 times, and they've only ever brought it to the server 2 times, including this time also. So that's why they don't like bring it to the server like that. So yeah, it's one of those special events, and it's only for her right now. The rest of the things that they bring is like, you know, probably a kimono because, you know, everybody wears a kimono. Japan, they can wear it over here in the States also. But when it comes to the Korean traditional dress, not a lot of people, you know, can wear it over here. Only, you know, mostly people that are Korean would wear it. Or if, you know, people live in Korea, vice versa. You get the gist of it. So either way, that is it for today's stream. Like I said, everybody, thanks for coming through. Thanks for stopping by and just, you know, chilling with me. Like I said, the next stream will probably be Saturday, and we'll see. I do got a Rumble verse video going out on the channel most likely tomorrow. It's gonna be a rage video, so I just want to give y'all a heads up about that. A lot of dumbness happened to me in that game, and I'm gonna be raging at it. Of course, I'm gonna edit it so it's not that bad, but you know, do be on the lookout for it. Should have gotten that one. Got the blue one. Oh, you got one of the blue or the pink normal like kind of fairy looking dress, right? So yeah, I knew a lot of people was gonna go for that. That's why I didn't go for it. Because a lot of people don't know about this outfit, which, you know, actually works out for me because I'll be one of the, you know, the few people that will actually be wearing the outfit. So it really works out for me at the end of the day. So yeah, good stream. I'll try to tune into the next one. Alright, thanks for stopping by at Devil May Sim. DMS, that's what I'm gonna call you. But yeah, thanks for stopping by. Once again, thank you all for coming through, and I will see y'all in the next stream, people. Peace.